Uh-oh. I'm hot now. I can't hear him.
Check, check. I'm 2.
Mm-hmm. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Check, check.
There you go.
Check 1, 2.
There you go. I think we're.
All right,
That sound good?
Kill him. I'll tell you when to go higher.
All right.
The Crawfish Warehouse, as our midweek tradition continues here, doing throughout basketball season, on WJLX and WJLX streaming on Facebook and as well as YouTube. Brian Hale, James Phillips, and this week, who's joining us is Justin Blevins, head coach of the Dora Bulldogs, and Bella Reese, one of the many all-time state and MVPs. And Justin, you have her accolades back and forward. Please launch into a few.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough. Coach Griffin always says this, my assistant coach, that the Jimmies and Joes makes a good coach. And Bella's been with me since her 7th grade year, and she's a senior now. So I've had her, knock on wood, for 6 years, and she stayed healthy. And she's right at 2,300 points for her career, and she's just leaving her mark on Dora High School.
And we got a chance to see her firsthand back during the Walker County Championship. Congratulations once again on another Walker County title.
I appreciate it. That's always a check on the team goal every year is to win the Walker County Championship, and Bella's been lucky enough. She's won it 3 times in her career, so we've just been lucky, and great players like Bella Reese, Jalea Harris, Addison Hoagland this year, Kaylee Woods, I got lucky. I got a real good team, but we're going to miss Bella when she graduates, obviously. She's got a chance to play at the next level, got some offers. So she's going to continue strong in her career in anything she does. So.
Well, Bella, let's not touch on the offers, but we do want to ask you, what are you thinking of after college? I mean, during college, what are you majoring in?
I'm a major in sports broadcasting.
Really? So you could be coming in, JT, do you hear this? We need her tonight. Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Are you going to try to take our jobs at some point? Is that the deal? I think you'll do a great job, and tonight's a good warm up for you. How about that?
Well, Bella, let me ask you. It's amazing you have had Coach Blevins for 7 years. This is obviously a mentorship that's kind of really shaped you out through basically your formative years as a teenager.
Yes, sir.
He's been a constant. Is this last couple of months, is it kind of bittersweet?
Yes, sir. Coach Blevins been my coach since 7th grade. I can't do nothing but thank him. He's really been there for me through all my years, and I love him to death. I'll be bittersweet sad when I have to leave him.
She's not done with him yet, though, Brian. He was saying before we came on the air that she used to be a softball player, and now she's going to be again. He's talked her into playing because he's coaching.
Hey, I love it. I absolutely love it because guess what? That's another coach that I know in the area. Makes my job a whole lot easier covered. Bella, we'll be definitely looking for you during softball season, but I've just got to ask you, the two of you together, I know you've obviously seen so many highs and so many lows. What is your favorite moments together during these 7-year periods?
I love spending time with my teammates at practice, Coach Blevins and Coach Griff. They make us work hard for an hour and 30 minutes until we can go. I just love the game, and I love how we all have since the start of the season to now, we got good chemistry on the team now, and we know some of each other's weakness and our strongest, and we just build off of that.
I just got to ask you, you've seen this complete era from top to bottom. There's been great moments. What are some of them that stand out the most to you?
Yeah, like I said, I've been real lucky. We've been to regionals for the last 5 years, so we're hoping to make it 6 this year. So I've seen Bella do a lot of things. Come to mind, I know a couple years back against Belgreen, they had the lead on us, and she hit a last-second shot to win that game. Last year at Fultondale, same thing. And people was going crazy and this, and they was like, have you ever seen such like this? And I said, yes, I have, actually. So she'd done it a couple years ago at Winston County to beat Belgreen. But I've had some great players outside of Bella, and like I said, I've been lucky. God has blessed me with some great players at Dora. Zara Hubbard, to name one. Womack. She actually went to Gadsden State, Jacaya, and then finished up at Lawson. She's actually in veterinarian school. I mean, her talk on the phone quite a bit still to this day, and I'm so proud of her and her, what she's doing, to help her career. She's at Mississippi State now. Let's see. It's like I don't know. Micaiah Smith. She was my point guard my first year, and she was the most resilient person I've ever seen. Blew her knee out twice, and then come back her senior year and finish like that. And Ani Rogers, Lyra Meadows. I'm gonna miss somebody, and I apologize to all the former players that they're watching. But like I said, I've had great coaches. Bart Black started off with me, and he moved on, and now I got Coach Bill Griffith, who I coached under at Sumner Christian when I was there. And Chavis Williams, our AD, he sits the bench with me. He's my assistant coach. He handles the post for me. And like I said, it's a team effort with everybody and all the coaches. And Kimber Sanford's there. And it's just a great community feeling. All of us are from Dora. Coach Griffin coached at Dora, in the 90s. And it's just great to see the fruits of your labor just transpiring to wins, and great for the community too.
Well, we were just saying that Coach Griffin has mellowed since the 90s for sure.
100%. Like I said, when his first go around come to Summer Christian, he was the boys coach, and I think he's got a soft spot for girls. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's got girls basketball is kind of his Achilles heel, I should say. He's not as near as rough on them, and I've seen him be on them boys at Summer Christian. So.
Now, Bella, you played great every time that we've covered the county tournament. You've played great. You were the MVP last year, and then this year, I think Jalea was the MVP, right? Mm-hmm. But you girls were just putting on a show the whole time. How big is a county tournament to a high schooler?
It's pretty big. I feel like winning the area and going on, that's even bigger for me. But we always set the standard to at least win the Walker County tournament.
And in the area, you guys are 5-0 right now.
Yes, sir.
That means more than likely you guys are going to be hosting it, and that's a big deal as well.
Yes, sir.
What do you feel about the area this year? It seems like the teams have gotten better, but you guys are still undefeated.
Yes, sir. We've been winning. We're 5-0 in the area, but I feel like we got to keep practicing hard. Coach Griff said, don't let up. And Coach Blevins, they still be hard on us every practice and tell us take one game at a time. We can't go backwards. We got to keep going forwards.
You've been to Wallace five times with the team, so I've just got to ask, how special is that trip to the region, going and playing at the Coliseum?
It's really special. I like because Blevins feed us every morning whenever we have to take a trip. We always know we're going to eat good before the game. I feel like when we get out there, be nervous and jittery because Blevins, Coach Griff, and Coach Williams have to tell us just to calm down, play the game. I feel like this year we got a big chance to go on to the Elite Eight if we get to the Sweet 16.
Brian, I think that Bella just had a perfect segue into a break. When she was talking about eating, I want to remind everybody we're at Crawfish Warehouse tonight, as always, for the Coaches Show. And, man, they've got some great specials tonight. Crawfish Warehouse has got a 14-ounce French cut pork chop.
Oh, my goodness.
Sounds great. Crawfish, 3 pounds of crawfish tonight. You can get 8-ounce filet mignon or a fish of the day, which includes bourbon glazed salmon, or a grilled or fried grouper, or a grilled grouper with mashed potatoes and black-eyed peas. I mean, it sounds great. I can't wait to dig in.
Now, thanks. I'm hungry.
I know. I'm sorry. And I think we should go ahead and take a quick break real quick and get some of our sponsors on. And when we get back, we'll talk a little bit more about what's coming up for the Lady Bulldogs here. So thanks for joining us so far tonight. We'll be right back on WJLX.
To Crawfish Warehouse, as WJLX is presenting the Walwyn Area Coaches Show tonight with us. The Dora Bulldogs, Justin Blevins and Bella Reese, and taking a look at stuff. The next couple of weeks are always those tune-up periods that you want to nail down those final mistakes. You've got some key competition, Coach. Talk a little bit about who's coming up.
Yeah, we got the big rival game coming up Friday. We started preparing for them today. We got Corner coming in on Friday to Dora. We got Carbon Hill coming up again. You know, that's just a rematch of the county, county tournament championship game. And Coach Tittle's done a really good job with them. He's got them girls playing exceptionally well, top 10 in 3A, and I think the world of him. Believe it or not, I don't know if he wants me saying this, but I was in Coach Tittle's first ever class. He was the PE teacher at Sumter Middle School when I was in 7th grade.
No way.
So me and him's always had a good relationship, and we stay in contact a lot. But, yeah, I like going up against him, and the girls love him to death, so we got them coming up again.
You don't wear your shirts.
No, I can't pull that off. I don't hit the biceps like Coach Tittle does. He's in good shape, man, compared to how old he is.
Right.
So, but like I said, we got them. We still have Fultondale at Fultondale again. That's going to be another big one. That's next Tuesday night. So as soon as as the corner game's over, we're going to have to start turning our mindset towards Fultondale. They're very athletic. Got a new coach this year, and they got a lot of fire up under them. And we had to knock them out, drag them out Monday night with them. We had a couple of players sick, not there. Kaylee Woods, one of our starters, she got the stomach bug at a bad time, and we had a really good game with them. And we played a really good game last night against Cold Springs. Ended up getting beat 57-51. But Cold Springs is a team we always try to play early in the year and later in the year, just to kind of see where we're at. And I think they beat us by 20 earlier in the year, and we lost by 6 last night. Had a chance to win it. So I'm extremely happy where the team is right now. A couple years ago, we hit our stride early. I think we won 14 or 13, 14 in a row, and then got to regionals and went playing well. So we're trying to emphasize defense now more than offense, and I think it's showing on the court.
Oh, it certainly is.
And I think we're hitting our stride at the right time. And she hit the nail on the head. It's about the team bonding, the team coming together, gelling together. And this team at the first year was, but now you can see it. I mean, they play for each other. When somebody's on the ground, they pick them up. If somebody misses a big shot, they're the first one there to pat them on the back and tell them to get it next time. And that's really what I look for as a coach. And that's really what it's made me more proud of this team than anything, is how we're coming together late at the end of the year, and especially her last go around. And I hate even saying that, but
well, I've just got to ask, JP, you can chime in on this. You saw them during the Walker County tournament. Have we seen more improvement on defense? Because to me, it was already filthy as it was.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think you guys have stepped it up defensively. What do you feel like is your role on the team on offense and defense? I mean, I know you got the leadership because you've been there and you've gone through these wars, but what do you like to bring to the team?
First, I would say I like playing defense first. But on offense, I like to try to get the team going and add a few buckets in and then get my teammates going. So if I drive it in, kick it out, I got Addison Hoagland for the 3 or Jalea Harris for the 3. And my forward, Kaylee Woods, when I drive in, I can punch it to her for easy 2. And I just feel like I like getting the team going as a team. So then after that, everybody will start coming in with me.
Now, I'm sure y'all definitely missed Kaylee being out against Fultondale. Y'all mentioned her earlier, and I've been really impressed with her in the county tournament. She can be a beast in there, especially rebounding-wise.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kaylee, if I call her Truck, that is her name, and she likes it. And if I call Jalea Fat, don't think, hey, man, this guy's, being a mean. But
you said P-H-A-T,
yeah,
right?
P-H-A-T, that's right. But Kaylee, she bought in. We actually brought her up at the end of her 8th grade year, and she was just a raw post player, and she has bought in to what Coach Griffin and Coach Williams is selling her, and I'm not going to take any credit for this. And she has made a huge, huge improvement from where we began and where we are now. And like she said, the rebounding is what we really miss. Now, Bella's an animal down the rebounding. All right? If we need a big rebound, it's probably going to be her most of the time. And what I'm more proud of is her. In her last 2 games, she's averaged a double-double. So that's what I look for, and that's what she's done for us. She's got to the free throw line last night. We've been wanting her to do that, and we've been emphasizing that with her, and she did last night. And I think she was, 14 for 15 or 13 for 15 from the free throw line last night, which was great. So that's what we was emphasizing with her. If you're struggling a little bit, get to the free throw line, and she done that. So.
And you guys have 2 big scorers in Bella and Harris, but both of those are the girls that are always on the ground, diving for the ball, fighting somebody to get the rebound. Like, you guys do all the dirty work, and you get the headlines of they led scoring, that sort of thing. Why?
Coach Blevins, they always got us he got us these gift cards. He give us $10 gift cards. So we taking charges, hustling on defense. We get gift cards. So we look forward to that all the time.
Yeah, so we actually owe a couple. Ada Nix, she's another one. She's improved dramatically. Very athletic player. And last night she dove for a ball on the ground and she has ripped the skin off her hand, and it is just nasty looking right this second. But stuff like that as a coach and Coach Griffin especially, he loves it when these girls play hard and hustle and they just give max effort. Like last night we got beat, and we was upset that we lost, but we gave max effort, and that's what we're trying to preach right now, and that's what we was trying to do. And I know they was dog tired today. I knew it walking the hallway when I saw them this morning at 7:30 when I was standing there checking everybody in that we was going to have a tired practice, and we had a really good practice, for instance, today. So I was proud of the girls' effort last night, and like I said, Bella and Addison and Fat, all three played over 30 minutes last night. So. But I was proud of them, and like I said, it was a great environment for a high school basketball game, and that's what I told the girls, and Coach Griffin told them. This actually looks like a high school boys game. I mean, like the score at halftime, I think we was up by 9. It was like 30-something to 20-something, and it was like a boys game. And that's what we want to do. We want to play like a boys team. So that's what we try to do, push the ball in transition. That's what we're best at. And when we get in transition, so to get in transition, you got to play really good defense, and that's what we preach at practice.
Well, now Brian knows when he's calling a game to call Woods Truck and Harris Fat.
That's right.
And that'll be okay.
And they love it.
Now, do you have a nickname, Bella?
I ain't got no nickname.
Well, that actually is a perfect segue because next Friday night we'll actually be broadcasting the Oakman Dora game. Now, that on the girls' side, they have really begun to get in some good motion. Coach Ward helped them to guide them to a big victory over Cordova. I just see a whole lot of improvement, so this could be quite the test.
100%. We scout every team like they're win or lose or win or go home. And we scouted Oakman, and the Haygood girl, she is a really good athlete. She can play. I mean, she's young and she's going to be a great player. She get over. And Coach Ward, when he took over, he was doing boys and girls. I know that can be extremely hard. And he took over the girls, just solely girls, and you could tell there's a big difference in their how they're playing right now. And I really do. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate Crawfish Warehouse and what y'all do for Walker County basketball and what y'all do for Walker County sports, period. I know I tell y'all that all the time, but I really do appreciate it. All the publicity we get from y'all, it's great. So I really do appreciate y'all.
Well, we always like a pat on the back no matter what.
That's right.
Well, I can tell you one thing. We hope to get to see you guys again. We might do a little kind of a get-together for all of our region coaches, and once again, you can bring some of those once Wallace State time comes around. So definite incentive to see you guys again, but we wish you the best of luck on the rest of the season and as we see you next Friday night.
Can we get a big go dogs from you guys?
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
And so far, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be back. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the Coach Heath Burns Show. So come on down. You got plenty of time to get to Crawfish Warehouse. They got basketball all over the TVs tonight. All kind of good food I mentioned earlier. I can't wait to dig in myself. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in about, we'll say about 4 minutes, and start the Coach Heath Burns Show here on WJLX. Crawfish Warehouse. James Phillips. And we got it all messed up here. What's going on? Here we go. There we go. James Phillips, Brian Hale. We're back here at Crawfish Warehouse now for the Heath Burns Show. And Coach Burns has brought several guys with us tonight. We got Jarrell Johnson, Braylon Johnson, and Lincoln Smothers. Coach, what made you want to bring this trio?
Well, they played pretty good yesterday, man. And these three guys probably were banged up and bruised up today because they do the dirty work for us. Man.
They did.
They defended that rim yesterday, blocked 15, 16 shots. I would probably believe that's probably a record for our high school. I hadn't looked it up, but I would say that's a record. I don't think there's been that many block shots in the game that I've coached before.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. Because last night during the game, I kept telling Woody, I was like, I wish I knew how many block shots they'd have because it just kept happening. The big guy, I can't remember his name now, that played for Coleman. He was 6'7". Do I have to do that?
Yeah.
Or is that lame at this point? I don't know. But he was 6'7", and I mean a real strong guy, and he couldn't get a shot off for the most part through the game because these three guys were in his face. There was a fight in there.
I think it was a little bit of both. They were banging a lot in there, and I think that was kind of our plan. We wanted it as physical as we could get away with, and they wanted it that way too, and so it worked to our favor because these three guys right here can bounce a little bit, man. They're bouncy guys. They're not just tall. They're 6'3" to 6'5", and they can bounce. And they can bounce twice. They can hit the floor, jump, hit the floor, and get right back up where most big guys can't.
Right.
And that's where we're getting an advantage on guys that are 6'7", 6'8". So unless you're now the guy we play tomorrow is 6'8", and he's bouncy though. So it's going to be a good game, good matchup. But going back to Coleman, man, we were excited to get that win. Our guys played exceptionally well. These three guys were a big reason why though.
Now, how big just for you and for the program was that win over Coleman?
Well, it's a big win anytime you beat Coleman in anything because that's, it's been kind of the, I guess you would say the benchmark, where you want to be. You can see where you're at if you can compete or contenders or contenders. So to beat those guys, it gives these guys, it kind of gets the monkey off their back. We've lost to them 3 times in a row. We finally beaten them, and we thought we should have beaten them twice. But these guys here, they're freaking so tough mentally. They don't think they're going to lose, and they find ways to win. Where in the past, where we weren't as sure, like we wouldn't take a chance on this, or these guys, they're taking it. Like they don't mind taking chances, and I love it. I love reckless abandonment on the floor unless it's right there at the end.
Right.
When we don't need a foul or but these guys play great. I'm proud of these three right here.
Now, were you ever worried there at the end when it got a little tight?
Absolutely not. I was calm, man. You saw me over there.
I did. I saw you.
No, I was a little excited. I'll tell you that.
I was hoping you were taking some blood pressure medicine before you got over there.
I had taken my blood pressure medicine. I felt great. I had drank about 3 Mountain Dews. I was good. But these guys, they calm my nerves a lot. I find joy finally. A long time ago, I was so into the game, I took joy for myself from it, and I feel like now, like with my focus where it should be on Christ and doing things in perspective, it puts things where it should be, and I just have fun watching these guys play so well and enjoying each other, and I keep talking about that trip to Tennessee, but our trip to Tennessee did something for these guys. That there's such a difference in them now. There's no cliques. There's just unification. They're united, and they're playing so well together. It's a different group.
Now, one guy that I know had to be excited about beating Coleman because he did it in football this year was Lincoln Smothers, scoring a touchdown at the end of the game to allow them to get a win. Lincoln, how big is it for you to beat Coleman in any sport? Go ahead, you're good.
It's good. I mean, it feels great. It's a big rivalry. I haven't been a part of it too long, but it's always good to beat Coleman.
Yeah. The Johnson brothers is what, that's what I like to call them, even though they're not even related. But they told me it was okay to call them the Johnson brothers. So how about you guys, just being able to beat Coleman, get kind of in that driver's seat in the region or in the area? How does that make you feel?
Fight with them, but we had to fight with them, but we had to do what we had to do.
Now, mentally, how do you turn it around now after that win, and you still got plenty of games to play, and you're going to have to go over there? How do you guys change that focus to, okay, we did a great job, now we got a game tomorrow night? How does that work?
Put our head down and work.
Really, just not satisfied. I mean, we happy we got the win, but we just keep going. Next game.
I've noticed Coach has said many times over the last few weeks, since that trip to Tennessee, that the team has really came together. And you guys had a lot of newcomers on this team this year. Most of them were not on the team last year. And you three are three that weren't on the team last year. How have y'all been able to grow together and gel the way that Coach is talking about? And y'all could just – you start, Lincoln.
I think it's just how we bonded off the court as well. We took a trip to Gatlinburg for a tournament, and we really bonded there.
What was it? What was the bonding? Was there anything in particular that y'all did?
I mean, we were sharing rooms, hanging out all day and night, playing pool, just things like that.
Yeah. How about you guys? What you think, Braylon?
Yeah, I'd say that trip to Gatlinburg really, it brought us together even more. Like, we was close, but that trip to Gatlinburg, we made sure it was more about us. Besides basketball, when we wasn't playing basketball, we made sure we was together.
Yeah, did it kind of force you guys to hang out with people you wouldn't normally hang out with if you were at home, so you were all kind of together there?
Yes, sir. Because I ain't going to lie, they took phones. And so it wasn't no choice but to hang out with the guys.
Yeah. So there was no phones on the trip, Coach?
Well, after a certain time, man, no phones, man. It's about basketball and having fun. About, the brotherhood. We talk about the brotherhood a lot, so we want these guys to enjoy each other. And they got to experience that by sharing rooms, by playing pool together. We had an indoor swimming pool in our place, in our I guess that was a chalet.
Yeah.
And we also had a hot tub. There was a lot of neat things. Like they had a little game table that y'all could play.
Yeah, Pac-Man, pool, jacuzzi.
Yeah. So they had a good trip.
Oh yeah, and they had a little film.
Yeah,
and they
theater.
could watch movies. It was cool, man.
And I know you fed them good too.
Oh yeah, real good. It was great. Actually,
I don't want to see that bill, how much it was, but I know you fed them good.
And the great thing about it is he let us choose what we wanted to eat at.
That's right.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And it was good every time.
Every time.
Usually, like if you let them choose, like you're 50-50, but it was good every time.
Yeah. Now, Coach, back talking to last night, how big was that crowd in the atmosphere?
Man, it was outstanding. That's the best crowd that I feel like we've had in a long time, maybe the best we've had ever. It was packed top to bottom on both sides. And I thought our people did a great job of getting it out there, getting the word out there, and showing up. It's one thing to watch it on social media, but when you're there and you hear the crowd, you hear the roars, you see in person these guys, it's easy to watch and see, that guy's playing hard, but when you see actually him dive on the floor, it does something to you. It brings an excitement to you. And like I said before, we want them to see a little bit of themselves in these guys because this is a blue-collar town. And these are blue-collar kids. They work hard. They worked hard to get where they're at. Nobody thought we'd be 16-4 where we're at, and these guys have proved a lot of people or naysayers wrong, and I can't be more proud of them.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to tell you, just the way that you guys play with the effort that y'all put in and then being in the middle of that crowd, the atmosphere, it's so much easier job for us to call the game, too, because we're excited as it's going on, I can't tell you how many times I screamed last night. I was yelling at the referees, and I never do that. They were about to pull me off the broadcast. So, Coach –
You weren't the only one yelling at them.
Yeah, I saw you do that a couple times.
I think there were several people that did that. But, I thought it was a well-officiated game for the most part. But
I do think they did a good job of letting the kids play.
Well, they did. There were some things in there that you can't really see until you watch the film.
Yeah.
And then there were some things that happened that, it just is part of basketball, but it shouldn't be.
Right.
But it happened. And our guys persevered.
Right. Well, let's take a quick break here from Crawfish Warehouse. Everybody, be sure to come on down. We're having fun tonight, but there's basketball on the TV, so when we're done, you can still sit here and enjoy some great food. We'll be back in, we'll be back in 2 minutes and wrap up the Coach Heath Burns Show. We'll be right back here on WJLX. And we're back here at Crawfish Warehouse for the Heath Burns Show. Talked about Coleman already, but one thing about that Coleman win that we hadn't mentioned on the air, that was the 400th career victory for Coach Heath Burns.
Yeah, that
Congrats.
was 400. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It just means I'm an old man. I've been in
it just means you've been coaching a long time, right?
Yeah, I've done it 28 years, but I've been in high school in the varsity for 19. This is year 19. So.
Right. So they're not even counting those 1,000 wins at Townley.
I don't know if there were 1,000, but you might be stretching it there. But
right.
There were a few. But I don't know. I've been blessed. I'm so grateful for all the young men. It's about these guys. Brian covered us back when we were at Cordova and Parish, and Dora. We had unbelievable support, great admin, great players, great people, great community. It all works together, and that makes it even more fun for these kids, and that's what it's about, man. And I just want these kids to enjoy their experience and become better people through it,
Now, my favorite thing out of this whole 400 win thing is that today I saw a social media post where you guys were doing your best impersonation of Coach. And the one thing that everybody had perfect is the stance. and then I think it was Brody Garrett was talking about his back hurting, and that was hilarious.
That was good.
And somebody even mentioned Mountain Dew.
That was Steiner.
Yeah.
That was good. They know me pretty well. Jake's got me down now. Jake Elliott's good.
Yeah, he was good.
He, last week he had –
yeah.
But they got me down. But somehow Brody found out I jumped off a bridge. But I've jumped off several, so I'm sure. Hold on. Somebody said something about it. There's a video out too.
There's a video of you jumping off a bridge?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a good fall.
How many years ago was this?
Not too long ago.
Oh no.
That's a problem.
You jumped over a bridge?
Now, here's the thing, Heath. They have not seen the fits that you threw at Cordova when we had the full-on, absolutely tearing down the house fits.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need me and Jonathan Bentley to do these, trust me.
I hadn't seen that, so.
Now you go and you turn from a big win at Coleman. You got Buckhorn coming home to you guys tomorrow night. And this is a legit, really good team. They're big. Mm-hmm. They got a couple of 6'8" guys, 6'5". What does the team have to do to get ready for that one?
Well, we just got to do what we do. I think we're at the point now where we can just be ourselves, and it's good enough. If we're the best version of ourselves each day, we're fine. They're a good basketball team. There's no doubt about it. We crossed with them. Right now, they sit tied for second place in that region with Lee Huntsville. So, and they just went overtime. It was a 57-55 loss to Lee, and they split. So it's a tough region. Hazel Green's in first. If we win our area and we'll get the second or the runner-up team, it's probably going to be Lee or Buckhorn. So it gives us a good measuring stick of where we can be and where we're going to be. So I think our guys can gain a lot of confidence through this.
Guys, y'all are through that first part of the area now, facing some pretty tough teams. What do you guys have to do? I know you're watching a lot of film and things like that. What do you have to do to get better?
You got get in the gym, work. We got good guys around us. Keep us motivated, positive, all good attitudes, and keep the train moving.
Lincoln?
Like Bray said earlier, just can't stay satisfied. Just got to keep working, get after it every day, and just play hard.
Yeah, I'm about to say same thing, kind of what Lincoln said. Get after it every day.
And really these guys all three of them are extremely athletic. What is it like to be able to coach guys that are that athletic, got the kind of length that they have, and then Lincoln having a quarterback out on the floor in the post is pretty interesting too.
It is. If you notice, we put him in at quarterback there at the end too to throw it long. So
yeah, he made a great pass there at the end.
I told him, I said, man, back up. You can back up that wall. It's fine because he can still throw it to the other end,
Yeah.
I know it's not oblong like the football, but it's round. And, he's got a great arm, so we felt great with that situation. And I love these guys. That they're extremely athletic. And it is a little different, in my past 3 years at Jasper, we weren't as athletic. We were IQ teams that we were more systematic. And these guys, we can miss-hit like we did several possessions in a row, but you've seen 4 or 5 straight stops. We had like 2 kills at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Those kills won the game.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys were blocking shots. And we did get out rebounded. Woody made sure and reminded me of that.
He did do that.
I saw it, Woody. You don't have to tell me about it twice. But we gained those possessions back through blocks, through steals. So Braylon had a big steal at the end of the game right there. But there was like 4 blocks right there in a row, like all 3 of these guys. And that's why I wanted them here, because they made such a big impact on both sides of the ball, but especially on the defensive side yesterday. So these guys are pogo sticks on defense. I love having guys like this on my team. And
it seems like all 3 of these guys, too, if you need a bucket at a big time, they're making buckets, and they're making them from the inside and the outside, too.
They're very capable. They all 3 are. They're good free throw shooters, so we don't mind them getting fouled. So I want them to be more physical. I want them to get downhill more. I want them to get to the rim. And sometimes they think, well, Coach don't want me to shoot. No, Coach wants you to shoot. Go to the rim and shoot, because you're better there. Because when you jump like they do, like you're probably getting above most kids. And last night the kids 6'7", 6'8", we're still ahead of them. We're still above them because they jump so well, and they don't have to have a running start. I mean, they're verticals. I guarantee you they're mid-30s.
Yeah,
these guys can jump.
Yeah. Next week, who we got coming up next week?
We're back in Dairy play.
That's right.
More with Jordan. Then we go to Coleman, so the lovely town of Coleman. So we can't wait.
And so it's just do it all over again.
And then we jump right into the Hotbed Classic over in Tennessee, New Albany, Mississippi, and not Tennessee, but Mississippi. And we play Pontotoc, who is a really, really talented team. So, you look at our schedule, it's tough. You run into Buckhorn tomorrow, you run to Oxford, and then right back into area play, and then one of the best teams in Mississippi. So it's a challenging schedule, but we're definitely going to be prepared when we get to playoff time.
And then you mentioned the schedule. You guys also have added a couple games here late. You're going to have Cold Springs coming in on the last day of January, I think it is.
We are. Drew called, and Drew Adams has been a good friend for a long time, and he asked if we'd be interested, and I said, sure, absolutely. And he said, I'll come there. I said, come on, man. And so we'll return the favor next year. And
is that going to be boys and girls or just boys?
It's going to be boys and girls.
Okay.
So we'll play one each year, hopefully, and I think that's what we agreed to. And they'll be good. And, of course, section,
Right, and then we'll bring the section in on February 2nd.
So we know how good they are.
Yeah.
And we owe those guys.
I knew y'all definitely wanted that as a get-back game, right?
Yes, sir.
What was it about section that night? Coach just talked about it. He said everything was just different. From the getting off the bus to the end of the game, nothing felt right. What was it to you guys?
We weren't locked in from the jump.
Yeah.
Keep it real. We weren't locked in. It all the matter. Like, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't matter about how you play on. It's like the start.
Yeah.
Like, even from school, that's what I realized.
You
Like,
just had a bad day at school that day, even.
yeah, like it all matters.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we weren't locked in.
Yeah. Lincoln, how about you? What can you do to make sure that doesn't happen this time around?
Well, I think last time it was before our Christmas break. We just weren't together as a team, but I think we've grown a lot. I think we're continuing to grow, and we're going to get even closer together.
Yep. Well, Burns, anything else we got this week?
Just the Oxford game will be next after Buckhorn.
That's going to be a true test of where you're at, too.
They're number one in the state right now in 6A, so we got to go to their place too. So that's going to be a challenging game. So we're looking forward to it. It's a get-to opportunity, not a got-to. So we can't wait, man. We're excited about this time of year because it's getting closer. Like that little run at the end when you get in the playoffs, you can't beat it, man. It's like March Madness, filling out your brackets. And
right.
I look at it like that, and I think our matchup's pretty good if we get past the first round. So I think it gets even better. So I think this is a group that can go a few rounds and maybe make a run at it.
Yeah, and if you guys do make a run, you're going to have to play teams like Oxford. So it's going to show you exactly where you're at this Friday.
That's right.
All right, Brian, you got anything else?
Vikes.
All right, y'all give me a go Vikes. Everybody give me a go Vikes.
Go Vikes.
All right. Thank you guys for listening tonight. We're at Crawfish Warehouse every week. We'll be back next Wednesday. Until then, be tuning in because we'll have games all day or coming up almost every day. It seems like to me anyway. Tomorrow night we'll have on WJBE. We'll have Brian is going to be who's calling it with you?
Zach and Tyler.
Okay, Zach McCullough and Tyler Sims going to be at you guys' game tomorrow night. And then I'll be over at Bevel State with Woody to have the Bears and see if they can pull off another win, too. So I can't wait to see how you guys do coming up. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time from Crawfish Warehouse on WJL.